Good morning, children. Today I welcome you all to my English class of 8. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. The name of the lesson is the tsunami. Have you heard of tsunami? It's one of the uncontrolled natural disasters of the world. A tsunami is a series of waves which is generated in an ocean or other body of water due to earthquakes. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and some parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Islands and some coast of Tamil Nadu. Today we are going to learn some stories of courage, valor and survival. And this lesson, the tsunami, it's an educational chapter. This lesson has 3 parts. Today we are going to learn this lesson. And the first part, it's describing about the incidents which happened to Andaman and Nicobar Islands on 26 December 2004 due to tsunami. First, we are going to learn about a person. His name is Ignatius. Ignatius is a manager of a cooperative society at Kachar. Kachar is a place in Nicobar and he is a cooperative manager at Kachar. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. And so that is why all of them went out of the house. And they rushed out of the house and they saw the sea was rising after the tremors, after the earthquakes. They saw the sea was rising. 2 of his children, they rushed to the opposite direction with his brother-in-law and father-in-law. And he never saw them again. And his wife was swept away. 3 of his children, they went with him, were saved. And next, I'm going to tell you about Sanjeev, a policeman. He was working at Kachar, and he himself and his wife and his baby daughter, they were escaped from the waves. But when he heard the cries for help from his guest house cook's wife, when he heard the cries from his cook's wife, he jumped into the sea, jumped into the waves. Then both of them were swept away. Sanjeev and cook's wife, both of them were swept away. Then I am going to tell you about Almas. Before that, Meghna, 13 years old. Meghna, 13 years old. Along with her parents and 77 other people, she was swept away. They were swept away. And she was clinging onto a wooden door for 2 days. She was floating in the sea for 2 days. She had seen relief helicopters 11 times, but they didn't see her. And after that 2 days, she was brought to shore by a wave. Next, I am going to tell you about Almas Javed, a 10-year-old girl. She was a student of convent school at Port Blair. Port Blair is a place in Andaman. But they went to Naonkori Island to celebrate Christmas. Her mother's place is in Naonkori Island, so they went there to celebrate Christmas. And in the early morning, the tremors started. Alma's father, he had seen the sea was receding, moving back, and he understood that something wrong is going to happen. So they all rushed outside to a safer place. But as they ran, Alma's grandfather, he hit into something and fell down. So Alma's father went to help grandfather. But what happened now? Both of them were swept away. And Alma's mother and aunts, they stood clinging to the leaves of the coconut tree. But a wave uprooted the tree and Both of them were washed away by the waves. And Almaz, she saw a log of wood floating in the sea, and she climbed on it. And after that she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital, and she is still traumatized. What is the meaning of traumatized? She is still shocked and distressed. Okay. These are the stories of survival that we discussed in the first part of this chapter. Ignatius, he survived. Sanjeev, he didn't survive because he tried to help his cook's wife. But here Magna and Almaz and Ignatius, they all were survived the 26th December 2004 tsunami. Next part, it's going to discuss about Tilly Smith, a 10-year-old girl, and she was in England actually. She was a southern part of England, and she was staying in England with her parents, Penny and Colin Smith, and her sister was 7 years old. And they went to Phuket Beach in Thailand. This part is describing about the tsunami which happened in Thailand. Okay. So she went to Phuket Beach to celebrate Christmas. Phuket Beach is in Thailand. They went to Phuket Beach to celebrate Christmas, and on 26th December they were at the beach, Phuket Beach, and here Penny Smith, her mother was remembering the incident what happened in that beach on 26th December 2004. The water was swallowing and the beach was getting smaller and smaller. They had seen that. So when it happened, Tilly Smith, she sensed something wrong was going to happen, because she got a geography lesson when she was there in England. She was studying and staying in England. So when she was there in England, she studied a geography lesson, and her geography teacher showed a video lesson to them about tsunami which hit Hawaiian Islands in 1946. She showed that video of tsunami, and the teacher also told them that tsunami can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes and landslides. So here she knew something about tsunami, and that is why when that tremors started and when the sea was when the sea was forming into bubbles and whirlpools. What's the meaning of whirlpools? Whirlpools, it's actually swirling movement of water. When there is massive movement in water, there will be some circular movement of water, that is called swirling movement. So when she saw that the sea was rising and the sea was forming into bubbles and whirlpools, she understood something danger is going to happen. And she remembered that video lesson that she got from her geography teacher. She remembered it very well, the words of the teacher. And she started to shout and scream at her parents to escape from that beach. So from that frightening action of the daughter, the mother understood something right, because she was hysterical. She becomes hysterical. What is the meaning of hysterical? Hysterical means she becomes emotional and uncontrolled. So from the frightened action of her daughter, she understood that it's not good to stay there in that beach. So they left to the beach with children, and some tourists also left to the beach with them, and they took refuge in the building third floor of the building. They took refuge in the third floor of the building, and that building withstood the lashes of the waves of tsunami. Then this girl, Tilly Smith, 10 years old girl, she saved many lives in that she saved many lives of the people who were there at that beach, at that Phuket beach on 26th December 2004. That is why she got many awards. This is it. An example of courage. The second part is an example of courage. She remembered the words of the teacher well. That is why she could rescue, she could save many lives. Next, I'm going to tell you about some interesting facts of animals and birds. And do you know what is that interesting facts? And it is said that animals have sixth sense. Animals have sixth sense, and they know what is going to happen, and they can realize when a natural disaster is going to happen. Before that, they can realize that what is going to happen. It is said that animals have sixth sense, and some experts believe that animals have more acute hearing, which helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. That is why they know the natural disasters before they know the natural disasters before human beings can realize. Then but we are not sure about the fact that they know the natural disaster beforehand, and they have sixth sense. It's not sure, but anyway, the waves which comes through Indian Ocean killed 150,000 people, but not animals reported dead. Okay, the tsunami waves which comes through Indian Ocean killed 150,000 people, but not that much animals reported dead. Not that many animals reported dead. And along the India's Cuddalore coast, thousands of people perished. There is a report of thousands of people perished along India's Cuddalore coast. But the domestic animals and the wild animals there, they tried to escape from there, and they had seen after that unharmed. Okay, then it said that it's also according to an eyewitness explanation. What is that? That eyewitness explanation that before the tsunami hitting the lands, hitting the coast of India and some parts of India, some animals tried to escape. Some elephants, they screamed and ran for higher lands. And some flamingos, they abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and some zoo animals, the animals in the zoo, they tried to go back to their shelter, and some dogs, they refused to go outside, and this is all an eyewitness explanation. And another thing I have to tell you that the Yala National Park, it's a home to variety of animals such as leopards and like elephants and 130 species of birds. But when the tsunami happened in that beach, the name of the beach was Patangala Beach. Patangala Beach inside the national park. There is a beach, Patangala. It's named as Patangala Beach, which is there inside the national park. And 60 visitors, they were washed away. They were washed away by the waves when tsunami happened there. But only two water buffaloes, dead bodies were found. All other animals were escaped. All other animals were escaped from the waves of tsunami. And then other thing is that some people at Yala National Park, they have reported that before tsunami hitting that area, some elephants, they ran to the higher lands. They tried to escape from that before an hour. They tried to escape from the national park. And another Sri Lankan gentleman said that, and another report of Sri Lankan gentleman is that he every day he usually goes with his dogs for an outing. But on that day, his two dogs refused to go outside. That's why his dogs saved his life. So these are, today we discussed about the stories. It has in 3 parts. First part is about the incidents which happened in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and second one is the tsunami which was there in Thailand, and about a courageous girl, Tilly Smith. And the third one is discussing about the animals' sixth sense and their more acute hearing. So I'm going to wind up the chapter.